Okay, everyone. So let's start today's session. And today we'll discuss about next topics after the routing which we require. Let's say till the routing what we discuss multiple different topics like static routing, then dynamic routing, or we can say before the default routing in between, then dynamic routing. Inside the dynamic routing, what? P protocol, RIP, EIGRP, OSPF, right? Difference between static routing and dynamic routing also we discussed. Static routing, we require manually to assign the path. Dynamic routing, we just need to assign network manually, path automatic. Again, remember, lots of time I see the student telling dynamic routing means automatic. No, I told you that word. Otherwise, topic name itself, automatic routing. Dynamic means what? Something we need to configure, something automatic. So what is that? Automatic concept only that the find the path. That is automatic in the dynamic routing. Otherwise, command, we need to type. Network, we need to advertise. Right? So any doubt in that, if you have, you can ask me. Otherwise, we'll start our new topic, that is SEL and NetWeb. Today, I try to cover as much as possible. Otherwise, we'll finish early. Let's see.
Nikhil, I was just going through I was just going through OSPF, and I had a doubt. Whenever in a particular area there are 2 to 3 routers, do they interact with each other, or do they advertise all the routes directly to the backbone router or designated router?
No, see, in that DR-BDR concept, what you need to remember, the DR-BDR only election happen within a network. If you talk about multiple router, then there are no meaning of DR-BDR. DR-BDR process is there, but for what? For within one network, if there is a multiple neighbor, who will get the priority for that? Able to understand?
Yes. Yes. Yep.
I can explain with this simple task that I'm going to provide after today's session.
Okay.
In that you will get idea. Just a second. Other thing only. Practical Ccna. Let's see. Understand? Forget out the task, okay? Right now, just see this topology. In this, if I tell that whatever the network 10.1, 192.168, 12, 23, 34, 10.4, every network, whatever you see in the screen, all network, I am running OSPF and advertising in the area 0. Okay. It not means that overall all network there is a 1 DR. Okay. 1 DR is for what? One network. For this different DR, for this different DR. Why we require DRB? Again repeating. When we have multiple neighborship, and in that I don't want that each neighbor share detail to each other, because there is a wastage of packets. So if there is a multiple neighbor, then what? Then one become DR, one for backup BDR. Only they share the update, and at the result, we found less update packet. So multiple neighborship, understand the keyword neighborship. Neighborship only possible in the same network. Here, I can't say multiple neighborship. We have more than one neighborship, but not a multiple. All are separate neighbor and separate DRBDR. Now getting it, Yusuf?
Yep. Now it has become clear. Yes.
Yeah, that's why sometimes visual effect create is if you're understanding. Yeah. That I can't explain in this topology, otherwise you're more confused. Yeah. Here, classroom people? No? Anyone else? Guys, ask me right now if you have doubt in the routing, because once I start this, this topic is totally depend on the connectivity. If problem in connectivity, then today topic is fail. After the connectivity, if I want that someone able to communicate, someone I want to restrict. So when we provide the restriction, if there is already allow, otherwise why is restriction? If let's say some number not calling me, why I will block? If someone calling me continuously, irritating, torturing, then I will block number. That means first connection is there, communication is there, then we'll decide. It is a valid communication. I want to keep this communication or I want to block this. Same thing we have ACL, access control list. So in today's topic, first we create the whole communication properly. Then we'll create a scenario that something I don't want to communicate, something I don't want to allow, only this thing allow. Everyone, make sense? Able to understand? Confirm me. So static routing, inside the static, we discuss about static floating routing also. We discuss about destination network, destination subnet mask also. I give you some task for the 1-1 IP routing. If anyone solves that task, they got the idea. Task will give you extra learning, that is for sure. As a course, what I'm providing training here, that is according Ccna, okay. But actually you want to make a different place in the interview. You want to get some real scenario knowledge, then what task I'm giving, that is important. Otherwise, right now you are doing here Ccna. Same way other trainer also taking the Ccna batch. And not this time, different time also different Ccna batch. Only in this institute, there are minimum 4 to 5 Ccna batch running. Minimum. And that way lots of different institute. So as a company, they have lots of people. Why they hire you? If you have something different knowledge. That's why again I'm telling task is important. If you want to do, well and good. If you don't want to do, it is not part of your course, your choice. Okay. So let's focus here. So you can see I already ready the topology. Here what we'll do, this part is we count as a one network. This is, you can say, one department. And this is another one department. But indirectly both are what? Company internal. This blue color what highlighted, that is company internal network. And then we have outside public lots of internet. But from that, my router to ISP connection. So that way I just create here real scenario. So this routers, if you want to keep as it is your choice. Otherwise, it is what we are going to count as a ISP. So you can say R3 or you can say ISP R3. This router 0 is what? Edge router. Generally, you know that I'm not using router 0, but let's say here we require as a central. It's not like for network 1, network 2. Otherwise, you can see here I take R1, R2 only. So you can say edge router. Edge means what? Border. Okay, it's become very long, messy. Let's only keep it edge and R0. It is what? It is the router which is responsible to communicate internal network to external. Or you can say private network to public network. Or you can say local to internet. Anything. Okay. In technical term, only if I talk as a networking, then LAN to WAN. LAN, local area network. WAN, wide area network. So in this internal topology, you can see that I have two different departments. For more better real scenario, let's say this is the admin department. So there is a one PC only enough. And this is, let's say, sales, marketing, HR, whatever. Let's say sales department. Okay. So first of all, what I will do, I will configure one network here. So you can see in admin only. I'm going to take range as a 172.16. Let's say 100. Now I hope no one is confusing in subnetting, right? So this is the admin network, and sales, let's say I'm keeping, let's say 200. Okay. And this is what, again, another network. Here, I think we require cross cable. My mistake. Same device. Zero, 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 02, 02, and 01, 01. Okay. So this is what you can say last network. After that, there is no topology. But with this router, other switch, other network possible? Yes, possible. With this router also, this is last network. After this PC, there is no network. But after this switch, other PC connected, possible. Here it is possible, other network, yes, possible. So in real scenario, if you want to understand networking terms, then remember this PC or laptop, or you can say camera, printer, scanner, this whole device known as a edge device. Sorry, end device. Last, sometimes also known as a node. Okay, but node is everything. All device which is the member of network, that is known as a node. But whatever the network member, but last device, that is end device. Whatever the border device, that is edge device. And all other internal device known as a perimeter device. Remember this point also separately. It is right now as a Ccna level you not require, but if you are planning for CCNP, CCI already enrolled, then in advance you will find this keyword. Okay. In there also there is one category. Let's say all end device. What I count? PC, laptop, printer, scanner, then server also, and camera also. Lots of this kind of device, which is what? Last device. After that, no network. From that, also there is a two category. Like normally, end device means everything what I told. But laptop, PC, and server, also known as a host device, because there people are sitting and going to use manually that device. While printer, for everyone. It's not like one person sitting and using printer. Server, PC, laptop, that all are what? Host device. So that kind of multiple keyword you will find. Okay. If you are planning for CCNA exam, then remember, then it is important. Otherwise, in technical terms, or let's say in the interview, you can talk the normal name also, like sir, PC, user device, end device, whatever. But in exam, what? Question and MCQ. And according that, you need to understand the meaning. Practically, PC in front of you, whatever name you talk, doesn't matter. On that time, it will talking about practical IP and network. What name you given doesn't matter. Understand? We'll configure this network as a local. This is what? Other network for organization network topology. This is for user. This 100 series is what? End user. This 200 series also end user. So here I will take, let's say, router 1 and 0. So I will use 10. And here I will use 2 and 0, 20. If anyone have a confusion with the range, then end device, you can use 192. There is no issue. 192, 168, 100. And 192, 168, 200. End device, different network series, internal network, different network series, but both are, all are private. While other side, edge router to the ISP, public network. So here I will use 3 and 0, so 30, but directly 30. 30 series. That is what? Public IP. Or if you don't want any other confusion, let's say 100, 200, real, you can say 50, whatever. Remember, this IP is not in our hand. It is actually in real scenario given by ISP. Internal IP, private IP, class ABC, private range. That is in our hand, whatever we want to use. So I am change it. Previously, we decided 170 to 1600. Now I change it. It is in our hand. We are the admin. But public IP not in our hand. So here, try to understand. Whatever you take, keep it as it is. Okay, if you want actually as a real scenario. So let's say I'm using 50, 50, 53. And also if I give you more detail in this, then actually not at /24. As a real scenario, it is /28, /29. Just try to count. If we have /29, that means what? 29 bit is network, 3 bit for host, possibility 2 power 3, 3 bit, total 6. From that 6, first and last not using, only 4 remaining. From that, one IP is here, one IP is for me. Same way, there is other company, they are using one IP. Getting it? Maximum /30. 30 means 30 bit for host, 30 bit for network, 2 bit for host, and 2 power 2, only 4 IP. First and last not using, one IP here, one IP here. So when you count a static IP, that you want one special IP for you, then in background they are using /30. But when there is a normal broadband internet connection, not the static IP, like mostly you are finding that only. Wherever you see the ad, Geo Fiber, Act Fiber, Spectra, Hathway, lots of we have. You will find what? Broadband connection. And that broadband connection having what? Dynamic IP. So anything you will get from the network then. On that time you will find what? /28, 29. But not more than that. It's not like everyone can communicate each other. Okay. So here just for easiness, I taking /24. Otherwise in real scenario, you will not find this. Here again, it is our hand. Whatever you want to use, /24 or what. So entire topology is clear in your mind. Confirm me first of all. Everyone? Classroom people? Yes. So again, understand, right now, first our focus is internal topology. Once internal proper working, then only we'll focus external. So let's say I can do this way. Only this is our focus. So let's configure the IP. 192.168.100 dot PC1 101. Remember 0 to 99 I told you for other different device. PC will getting from 100. So PC1 I'm using 101. And default gateway either the first IP or last IP. In default gateway mostly you will find what? 192.168.1.1 or 192.168.1.254. Nowadays, from that to any one IP it is using. If I talk about cloud, okay. If I talk about cloud, then they are using /254 as a default gateway, 253 for DNS, and 254 for other backend service. 3-4 IP they reserve. So if you want to use that way trending, then I will suggest last IP. So your router IP will be 254. Getting it? So that I will keep here as a default gateway. And close. Then go to the router. Yes or no? Enable, configure terminal, host name R1, interface, gigabit, what we have? 01. IP address 192.168.1.254, sorry, 100.254, and now shut down. That's it. Okay, so here you will find that link up. Until that, let's come here. Now here I will show you one more topic as well. Let's say right now you have two PC as a real scenario, 5 PC, 10 PC, multiple. So whenever you have multiple PC, you require same process for each PC. Go to that IP configuration console, IP address, subnet mask, default gateway, and everything. So that we can do with the one separate protocol also, that is known as a DHCP, Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol. So here I don't want to configure two IP manually. Instead of that, in this router, I will configure DHCP, and then in this PC, I will use the second method. If you notice, if I open PC1 again, IP, what you find? DHCP and static. And by default, static. So next time what? After configuring in router, what I will do? Come to the PC and select this. It will take IP automatically from the router 2. That is pure real scenario. So today we are discussing all things as a proper real scenario. So directly I'm going to router 2. That interface also 01, yes. Enable configure terminal, host name R2, interface gigabit 01, IP address 192.168.200 and 254. Now shut down, exit. So now you can say IP DHCP pool. Now here pool means not like a swimming pool, okay, just a range of IP. That is known as a pool. Okay, sometimes also known as a pool range. Okay, so IP DHCP pool, and then you can give any name, but some meaningful, not totally random. Let's say what you want for sales department. So you can say here sales pool and enter. Otherwise sales IP pool. Also remember the keyword capital small. If you use this way, then it is easy to pronounce. Otherwise it looks like a one spelling. Okay. So the pronouns have what? One keyword of the each word. Make it capital. So automatically easy pronounce. Okay. You can see this sales pool. Okay. Just extra tips, nothing else. So here you need to decide now. This is what DHCP service will be started after this. So generally what we require to configure the IP address? Three things: IP address, subnet mask, and default gateway. We have more things also like DNS and everything. Step by step we'll learn. Right now, three things. So one thing you have with the network, that which network IP you want to provide automatically. So whatever IP you configure, that network 192.168.200.0 and also subnet mask. So now with this name, you started this network IP address service. Anyone will request, they will get this IP. Getting it? Any confusion? Then also what we require, third thing, subnet mask. Sorry, default gateway. IP address, subnet mask done. So for that we have default router. So whatever getting this IP with this subnet mask, What will be the default gateway on that configuration? My IP. And exit. Now you can see, if I go to the PC2 desktop IP and just select this, I'm getting automatically to 100.1 and then subnet mask and default gateway automatically. Then PC2 to 100.2. Getting it? But let's say I want to make it more better real scenario. Like what? I also want to skip some IP. Right now, DHCP service running that I already show you. And by default 200 series mode means what? IP 1 to 254. So again, go to the router where you configure the DHCP. Now same command, IP DHCP. Okay, and then here you can type excluded address. That what you want to exclude from providing IP automatic. Okay, then you can specify range here with what? First IP and last IP. That I don't want anyone will get IP number 1 till this will be in background. And that's why user getting IP from 100. But here, according my scenario, I'm using this. Why? So that PC2 will get second IP, PC3 will get third IP. That's why I'm using this exclude range. So note down this command first of all, guys. Command number 1, 2, 3. Exit if you want to count. Otherwise, this is the 4. Total 4 command we have for DHCP. Not down. Done everyone? 4 command. Including exit 5 command. Anyone have doubt, confusion, ask me. So now let me take you to the PC. Now understand, now generally IP need to come here. That is what after 101. That is 102. But this point, I'm not sure with packet tracer. It's a software. So sometime it will take cache memory. And it will still taking IP number 1. So let's see what happened. No, it's working. Sometime it will take cache memory also. So no need to confuse. But it's right now working. 102 IP I get. And then PC3. 103 IP I get. So working fine. No worry. So any confusion in DHCP right now, if you can ask. No? Okay. Like what? Then no worry. Where the DHCP service started, they will give the IP. Other how give IP? If let's say PC2 requesting PC1, but how PC1 able to provide IP or PC2 requesting this router? Where the DHCP server is running, they will reply. All will not reply. Getting it? We have some more topic also, but according to this scenario right now, we discuss only providing IP. Otherwise, there is a DHCP 1-2 topic extra we'll discuss. So now let's configure this side. So again, I'm going router 1 and this IP 00. Which series IP we have? 10 series. And no shutdown. Exit. And what if I want this both network and communicate each other and also sharing to other? Then what I want? Either static routing, either any other routing. It is your choice. Now all things we learn. So now tell me guys, actually if we have 4 network, then which routing is better? Dynamic or static? For small number of networks, static is better. Okay, if we have bigger network, then we'll use dynamic. Okay. So right now, according static route, what? These and these both network directly connected. Routing we require for these. So let's configure first this network, then we'll do route. So for this network finish, I also want router 0 to configure 10 dot other IP, or I will use, let's say, this 100. Enable configure terminal, host name, edge, interface gigabit 0 0. Verify, yeah, it's 0 0. And now we are coming back this side. So 0 2. For this side only we find one notation, because what? This interface still down. So just line protocol not up, normal state is up. Here you can see both. State also up and line protocol also up. Because here both is on. That also we discussed. Come to the router 2. Interface gigabit 02, IP address 172.16.20.10. So here 10 IP, 10 IP, 100, 100. This I keep it simple, separate. Here we not require numbering because that is all handled by admin. And admin able to remember. Normally user not able to remember, so we are using sequence. So now all network is up. You can check local ping. So from router 2, local is what? 192, 168, 200 and 102 or 3, whatever. 1 is not there. 200, 2 and 3. And 3. First packet, you know that drop. Then try to ping 172.16.20, 100. This side. This router 2 want to ping this side. Okay. Same way check from router 1. And then other side 10.100. 10 seconds. Sorry, why I'm doing this? This side network 116 10.100. Sorry guys. Router 1. Do ping 172.16.10.100. Yeah, it's working. So this local communication working. Now we require routing for each other. So in router 1, 100 and 10 directly connected. We require routing for 20 and 200. Okay. So router 1, IP route 172.16.20 network. Okay, remember. And for that next hop will be this point 10.100. And for this network also, R1 next hop will be this point only. So 192, 168, 200. Okay. Any confusion? Now, according this router, this and this directly connected, we require routing for 100 and 200. So go to edge router. And then next stop R0, next stop will be this 1010. And then for 200, 20.10. See here, for this network, this point 20.10. Now last router remaining, router 2. For this again, 220 connected, 10 and 100 required. For this, next stop will be 20.100. And then what we have? 192, 168, 100. Any confusion? The local connect should be there. So let's check ping from PC1 to PC2 and 3. So PC1, not on. I can ping. If anyone not able to understand format, let me do broader. Able to understand? Then you can say 103. So ping is easily replaying. So all communication is there. This routing already we learned. Right now I just do this manually in front of you so you can understand the topology. Now let's say in this scenario, I want that sales department can check the connectivity. Means ping will be there, but not other thing. Other thing is like what? We can use other different service. Let's say if I want to use internet, then browser, then HTTP, HTTPS. I can do telnet, SSH. Right now, everything allow. If you want, I can configure also here. It's a router 1 telnet. Tell me guys, what is the command for telnet? If I want to configure telnet, what is the command? Line VTY. Good. And any number. Okay, we have 0 to 15. If you want only one user, then 0. If you want 5 users, then 0 and 4. In background, 0 to 4. Then login local. If we require username password, I told you two things. So now try to make it advanced only. That basic without username direct password, I will not suggest. Login local. So password will not require here. Login local means what? Check the local database. So we'll create here. Let's say username, sales. Okay. Or you can see in that multiple user, let's say sales 2. Like we have PC2, PC3. So I'm creating here, let's say sales 2. And password. Let's say capital, I'm taking sales at 1, 2, 3. Okay. Or if you want to make it simple, then A, B, C, D, X, Y, Z, whatever. It's your practice environment. Let's say A, B, C. And then I also create one more user with admin access. So username, admin, and here you can see as a real scenario, if you do question mark, then you have some option to privilege level. So if you create directly username password, it is become normal user, means privilege level 1 only. But if you want to give more authority, then you can specify privilege level. So that I'm doing here, username admin, privilege 15. Admin means full authority I want to give, and password, let's say admin. So I created 2 user. Getting it? And I started line VTI thing also. Any confusion? Now let me show you from the PC. Sales department PC. PC number 2, go to the command. Sorry. Not a ping, but let's say telnet. Of what? Router 1. Okay. Asking for username. Let's say if I give sales 2. Username sales 2. Password ABCD. I log in the router 1. Okay. But what? User level. Greater than sign. Then I require enable password. What it is saying? Not set. So even by chance, let someone get this ID password, they can't do anything. They can just see. So exit. And suppose, let's say there is some problem. An admin right now in the sales department. So admin can access also with their password. So again, let's say from the PC2 only. I'm doing telnet, but this one, let's say I am the admin. Password admin. Can you notice? I'm directly in the privilege mode. Not the greater than sign, but has. So I not require enable pass. So this kind of thing also running in the real scenario, you can specify different level, different authority. Now this I want to stop. Let's say by chance what? If PC2 get the my ID password, let's say by chance when I typing this, they can see. So anyhow, let's say whatever try to log in, PC2 not able to take telnet. That I want to do. Okay. So as I told you that OSI layer is imported, protocol port number is imported, if you remember. So what is the telnet working on TCP or UDP? TCP. Then port number. TCP is entire protocol, right? Inside that telnet is one service. So which protocol number? Sorry, port number 23. Remember this one. So what I will do in this router, I will run the extra rules, extra policy. That if someone coming from this IP over the telnet, then don't allow. Understand the scenario? They can do the ping, but not telnet. They can check the connectivity, they can communicate, but they can't do the remote access. That is what real scenario security. Online will confirm me. Scenario is clear. Yes, clear. Classroom people? Clear? Okay. So first of all, let's understand that ACL concept briefly, all different things to know before I run the command. Access control list. In short, known as a ACL. Now, first of all, what you need to remember here? That this ACL mostly we are using for 3 purpose. Okay, one thing is what? Permit. You can say to allow traffic. we have permit keyword. To deny traffic, we have deny keyword. Or let's say here allow, then you can say block. And third option is what? To select or filter the traffic for other purpose. I don't want to allow, I don't want to block, but I want to do other process. And for that, I want to just select the traffic. For that also, we can use SCL. Okay. For that, we don't keyword because what? Keyword is again this only. With that traffic, what you want to do? Permit or deny? But sometimes what? With the permit and deny keyword, I will not actually apply the SCL, but I will use that SCL in different topic. That you will get idea once we come with the new topic. Right now, remember these three things. Now for this, another thing what you need to remember. So you can say these three things is what? Use case. Okay. Or in other words, let's say why SCL. If someone asks. So these three will be your answer. Okay. Then second thing we have imported, that is direction. Or you can say direction of traffic. Like what? Let's say in this router one. Everyone understand here? In this router one, let's say if I want that someone coming from this side, and according my router traffic is incoming, then I want to block, or let's say my router sending something, let me according router outside, then I want to block. That is what? Direction, in or out. You can say here just for other reference, other device to router. And here you can say router to other device. Any confusion in this point, in or out? And now third thing we need to understand. First, I told you use case. For that, how you want to block? Incoming. Okay. Everyone. This is what? Let's say if you want to permit, but when? Incoming or outgoing? When you want to allow? You want to deny, but when? Incoming or outgoing? Okay. You want to select the traffic. Again, when? So these two things, with that third thing, if you understand, then your entire ACL concept clear. That is what? Types of ACL. We have different types of rules. Rules is there, allow, block and everything, but also in that we have types. Like we have routing types. All are for routing, but different focus, different mechanism. What we have? Standard and extended. You can say standard ACL and extended ACL. Standard ACL means what? When you want to take decision based on only source from where it is coming. Source means what? Always incoming. If I receive any courier, in that sender is what? Source, and receiver is you. Okay. So sender means what? Source. So in this case, now understand. Let's say I just want to block one student to attending the class. I'm giving non-technical examples so you can easily understand. Okay. And that what, let's say, actually I don't want to block, but let's say I got the order from management that this student don't allow, whatever the reason, I don't know. Fees pending, or there are some misbehavior, or let's say not coming regular, or they have some family function, whatever. Means what? Management team, let's say, tell me that don't allow this student. That means what? This. Source base. Whenever I see that student, block. You can say get out, or you are not able to attend class, whatever. Okay. But let's say now I make it some concrete. That let's say student, you can block to attend the class only if they try to attend CCNP. Not for CCNA. That means what? Not only source, destination. Student is what? Source. Where they want to go, they want to attend CCNA, allow. They want to attend CCNP, block. Getting it? Now let's say more concrete. Like what? If you have idea, there are some limitation also. Even let's say you enroll for CCNA or CCNP, you can attend the live class, and also we are giving recording. So live class means what? Only specific time. Right now, let's say 11 to 1 I'm taking. If you set a demand that I want morning 6 a.m. class, we don't have. Let's say I have night 11 p.m., 12 p.m. class, we don't have. That means what? More concrete. That student allow for CCNA, block for CCNP. In that also what? CCNA allow if it is the timing 11 to 1 for live classes. Otherwise, give the recording. Getting my point? That means what? I, if take decision only based on the source, anyhow I want to block that only based on source. That means standard ACL. But if I want to block with some reason, something allow, something not, then extended ACL. So here what? When you want to take decision not only based on source, but also want to check destination, protocol. Here service means what? Protocol and port number. Anyhow you want to block, standard ACL. It will just check the source. Who is this? Allow or block. But if I want, who is this and what they want to do, why they coming, then extended ACL. Okay, so understand. If I want to block anyhow, that route PC number 2 not able to communicate me, that means standard ACL. But if I want PC number 2 can communicate with me only telnet block, then extended ACL. Easy. So everyone, check this whole thing, whatever you see in the screen, and tell me any question, confusion, doubt. Everyone? Why we use ACL? Direction, in or out, and types of ACL. Any question? Online people, is it clear?
Yep, clear for me. Thank you.
Okay. So now let's do that here. So first I will show you standard. So what in that case, PC2 block everything. Even I cannot ping, cannot telnet anything. But then I will only block telnet, ping allow. So go to the router one. Obviously also think, remember, sometimes don't confuse. Sir, where we want to apply ACL? Okay. Then router is okay, but here also I can block. Here also I can block. Here also I can block. Getting it? So try to understand, let's say this is someone who want to talk with you. This is you, router one, and this is someone who want to talk with you. And let's say you are not picking up the call. Then it is calling again and again. So you want to block. So we'll call them that block my number, or you will block their number. You will block their number. That means what? Here. That simple logic understand. Always who don't want traffic, they will block. Not this. Not this. Router 2 don't have any issue. Router 2 just doing routing and forwarding. If router 1 have issue, they can block. Simple logic. Easy. In technical word, if I tell, then mostly ACL apply nearby the destination. Okay. Mostly, not 100%. Sometime what? Let's say this is someone, this is you, and third party. Let's say monitoring you. Means what? If I talk about normal teenager, then let's say parents. If I talk about internet user, then let's say ISP. And they don't want that you can access this. Like what? You know that from our country, if I want to access website, some are accessible, some are not. And the same website, other country can access. And the same website what we are accessing, maybe other country can't. So on that time, user want to access. And this also don't have any problem. This is user, this is web server. But in between, someone blocking. That you can't travel there. Getting it? So in rare case, who's there nearby the source? Who don't want to allow to forward? Like if I talk about company, and company want that my employee cannot open Facebook, then what? Company will apply here nearby the source. But that is, you can say 1-2%. 99% you will find nearby the destination. So for that, I have some written rules. Not you can say rules, but as an experience, some tips that I will say. So right now, lots where we apply on router 1. Because router 1 don't want that PC2 can communicate. Okay. So for that, we have command access dash list. Then if you do question mark here, you can see 2 options. So this range number also fixed. If you want to configure standard, give the 1 to 99 any number. If you give number more than 99, that means it will count as a extended. So right now, what I want to say first, standard. And for whom we are talking, PC2. So let me use ACL number 2. Simple. Then question mark. See here 3 options: permit, deny, or remark. Remark is not for third option. Okay, remember. Otherwise, I will write there. This third option is not remark. Remark is different. You can see just for comment. Means what? Let's say you have some idea in your mind. So you create the rules in SCL, but you don't need to apply right now because you need to take some permission. So you just created to show to the main admin or boss or HR, not sorry HR, but let's say manager. Then you can create ACL with the remark, and later you can change the rules like permit or deny. That is different thing. Okay, remark is not for third option. Remember, otherwise I will write here. Actually, we don't have option for the in background permit or deny only, but with applying different way. So what I will do right now, deny. I want to block something. What you want to block? You can see. Either you can type IP address or you can type any or you can type single host. So again, understand your target is what? This entire network. Then you can type IP address directly with the 0 and subnet mask. But no, here your target only PC2. That means host. A single IP address. Okay. Otherwise, what? Everything, then any. Simple. So host. Then host IP address. What you want to block? Who you want to block? 192.168.200.20. Sorry, 102. And then you can see, no, because standard ACL, you only have the option to select the source, no destination. That's it. And now remember, right now you just create the rules. You not apply. You need to apply. It's like what? Suppose, let's say management decided that they want to block this student for CCNP. But they're not informing me where I am taking the class. Then I can able to block? No. If I don't know, there are some changes from the management. How I can block? I will just take the class regular as a all student. Getting my point? So same way here. This is the rules. Now, who are responsible for communication? This interface, IP address. Right? Anyone? As a house, if I want to block someone, we have door lock. So door is what? Restriction, the entry gate. Same here, router entry gate is what? Interface. You need to apply here. So first you create the rules. Then what? Go to the interface gigabit 00. It's 00, right? Yeah. And then here you have command IP access dash group. Why group? Because maybe there is not a one rules, but multiple rules. So all rules apply together. So for applying command, we have group. And then number, which group number? 2 number. And then direction, in or out? In. That's it. Note down these two commands. But here we have one twist also. Okay. First of all, note down this. Then I will tell you 1 2 extra option. Mostly how I will note down with the meaning. Let's say here what? To create the ACL rule. And this thing is what? To apply the ACL effect. Now, after this, PC2 not able to ping router 1. And not only ping, everything. Let me take you to the PC2. Unreachable. Okay. Replay coming from them where you try to ping. See, you try to ping 10, replay from the 10. But what? Not replay successful. That router itself saying that I not allow you. You are not able to reach to me. It's like what in lots of movies, sometimes there is small comedy scene that someone asking from outside the door, are you there inside? And that same person reply, I'm not there. Getting it? Let that kind of lots of small scene coming in the movie or web series. That same person replying, I'm not in the house. That same thing. Same people is replying, but saying what? Unreachable. Getting it? Any confusion? In short, you can say door lock. You try to communicate there. You are actually going there, but they not want to communicate with you. Getting it? Think as a that call block also. Again, let's say this is your mobile, and from here someone try to call you. So when that person dials the call via that mobile network and company ISP via satellite, call is coming to you, and then your mobile block. Everyone able to understand? It is the same real scenario. In short, communication want to block, that done. It's not like I run the ASL, that means these people not able to dial the call also. That is their authority. They can dial. But I will not reply. Any confusion? But now what is the side effect of this command? What I type? I only block this IP. That means 103 should be ping. Right? Check from the PC3. Mhm. No. Let's say this router number 2. Unreachable. So what I want to say as a side effect of these rules, that if you only create the rules for deny and not permit other, it will deny all. So this you need to remember. Whenever you write the deny command, you also require separately permit rules for other traffic. Otherwise, it will deny all. Why? So there is an extra thing you can use as a note. There is always one, or let it out one, implicit rules. In ACL for deny all traffic. Implicit rules means what? Already there. You no need to write. So remember, ACL is what? For security purpose. So whenever you enable these features, in background, this thing activate. That deny all only permit whatever user mention. So if you only mention the deny, forget to permit, then everything deny. Remember? So this is what it's look like. Access dash list number 2, whatever you type, and then deny any. Whatever rules you create. Whatever ACL you activated, that rest of traffic denied. So now understand, according router 1, we create the rules and we also apply. So now here understand the meaning, benefit of this keyword, group. So whatever rules in this group all apply. That means if I want to create a new rules in the same number, I don't want to apply again. So just create the new rules. That says dash list number 2 permit any. Now what? Now rules properly created that this I want to deny, rest of thing permit. Now check. First of all, see guys, then write from the PC number 2, still unreachable. But now other can ping. Go to PC number 3. I am getting replay. Check from router number 2. I am getting replay. So this thing you need to remember for ACL. So note down this thing. So if you want to allow the rest of the traffic, then don't forget to permit all. Okay. Now with this also remember the sequence. Whatever rules you created, that will apply first. And whatever the implicit rule, that always last. Hmm? Permit means what? When you configure routing, all thing permit. We not require rules for permit. When we are going to use ACL, that means I want to block. That's why rules for the block. Otherwise, what? Not run the ACL. All traffic allowed. Okay. Anyone, any confusion? Now understand. One thing is clear that only right now PC2 block, other not. Getting it? Same way, if you want to block the network, what you can do? Instead of this host keyword, you can type network with the 0 IP. There are lots of use of that 0. That's why what first IP, last IP we are not using. Whenever I want to take any kind of decision, then 0 number. Let me show you here. In this topple, let's say this. This entire network I want to block from router 1. Okay, so another rules. But now understand, I told you in the sequence. So if you done this permit any, that means other rules now not apply. Means other deny rule. It's in the sequence. First rule is what? Deny this. Second rule is what? Permit any. So if you take the third rules, it is not going to check third. Why? Second rules permit any. So also remember the sequence is important in the SEO. Okay. Let's see if I use this. Understand right now. Access this list number 2 deny. This time what? I will use IP address, not the host. Any already I show you. If I use the IP, then you can see wildcard bits, like we have in the OSPF. So subnet mask will be this. So wildcard mask, reverse, opposite, whatever you can say. Whoever have a doubt in the wildcard mask, I will suggest do the same thing what I'm doing. Type the subnet mask, automatically you will get the idea what will be the wildcard mask. mistake, and then troubleshooting with extra 10-20 minutes. What is the problem? It is better you can type 10-20 keyword extra. Check it manually. And again, you can see question mark nothing, because still we are discussing standard. Okay, now rules is there, but still it will not block. Let's say from the router, I want to again ping. I can. Why? Sequence number that I told you. You can check this way if you want to check later. So access dash list. See, first it will try to deny this. Second, permit any. Here, no any match. Whatever now packet coming, that will focus on these rules. Getting it? So see, we have again no command, no access dash list, then number 2, ACL number 2. Okay. And if you notice here, no any command option. That means if I want to remove the ACL, it will remove all the rules. This is also one problem. That means, let's say, suppose in a real scenario, you create different 10-20 rules, and then 21 number rules mistake, and you want to remove. All 20 remove, create again 21. Getting it? Can you see, guys? Here we have CR. Means what? Command correct. Only this command. And because of this, again, if I show you this, so access list with the do, because I am in the config mode. Nothing. And because of that, PC2 being started, which is previously unreachable. Because ACL remove. Getting it? So first create a proper plan and then apply the rules in the proper sequence. And at the last, permit any. At the last. Otherwise, whatever command you enter later after permit any, all command are useless. So what is first we have requirement? This. So access this list number 2 and then this. Then access this list this. I want to block PC number 2 and I want to block this entire network. And then permit any. Two number. Now check again PC2, which is being started by mistakenly, that will be again blocked. Okay. And then router number 2 block. But PC number 3. Ding, ding. Now understand. Again, PC number 3 trialing via this network. But source will be this IP, not this. Simple. And routing is still there. So again, ACL is what? After the routing, all combination is there, and you want to decide the different decision. Something allow, something block. Then we'll use ACL. Any confusion till now? Hmm? Right now we are blocking the IP. No? Why, man? No. I didn't type any MAC address here. Where you are? PC2 with the IP now. What I'm doing here? This is what MAC address of PC2. Then yes. If different IP, then it will block, or it will allow. Okay. IP change, then obviously allow. But in real scenario, user not changing IP. Let's say you want to use here Wi-Fi. So we'll start Wi-Fi and you get the IP. You require to change IP? No. Who are the working as a sales, marketing? They don't have this whole idea. Let's change the IP. Think about you only when you join as a first day, you know, where is the IP, what is the IP, everything. Some people, yes, if they do the research, not all. Forget about other non-IT people. Getting it? So now what? Understand. PC2 we block. Till now I'm just doing ping, but let me take a telnet. It will just trying. Then you will find what connection refused by the remote host like that. Connection timeout. Remote host not responding. This time what? It's not just a ping. It is remote access. Means someone not just want to talk with you. They want to enter in your house and they knocking the door. And you are not opening the door. So after some time, they will say God. Request timeout. Getting it? So this time what? Anything router PC2 want to do, everything block. Because standard ACL. So for that what we have? Extended ACL. So go to router 1 and what? Remove. It will remove everything. Okay, this keyword is ignored. In background ACL remove. Don't worry. I told you. We don't have option to remove 1 rules. You can check with do command. Nothing. And this time I will create access list number 102. That comes under extended range. Again, here same thing, permit, deny, remark. So I want to deny. Okay, then we have option. What you want to deny? Previously, what we have directly source and destination, but now protocol. That I want to deny TCP. Remember our target? I don't want that PC2 can take telnet. Right now, I apply the standard ACL, it blocking everything. That is not my target. My target is what? PC2 can communicate, but not remote access. So that is part of TCP. Then source. From where? Now again, you can type one IP or network, you will get idea, right? Now every time I will not do that whole thing. Right now, only one IP. That is. And then also you can see here not ending. It is telling again type. Previously for source, now for destination. That this IP you want to block, okay. But for whom? Where they try to communicate, then I want to block. Remember CCNP example. Previously what? Student block. Now I'm telling, now I'm getting order that student block only if they try to access CCNP. Otherwise allow. So destination. So what is that? My router IP. Right? Then again not finished. See here. In there what you want to match? Greater than, less than, connection establishment, equal to, lots of options, percentage. So here, if you not type anything, then also okay. Then what? Then entire TCP block. That means not only telnet, but SSH. Okay, then FTP, HTTP, HTTPS, lots of service we have in the TCP. Then we'll use what command? EQ. EQ for what? Equal to. Match the only packet on a given port number. Which port number? Telnet 23. That if someone coming from this IP want to access this IP for TCP port number 23, then only block. Otherwise not. That is proper concrete rule. And same logic here. Don't forget to rest of thing permit. So same access dash list 102. Previously, what we have permit any simple. Here we have permit keyword, but not simple any. So again, what you need to specify what other thing you want to allow. If you want to allow everything, then you can see IP. IP means everything. Any other IP allow for what? Coming from any source and for any destination. Getting it? Permit anything from any source to any destination. Now it is extended, so you need to specify everything. And also, don't forget to apply on the interface. Previously we apply, but that is 2 number. Now number change. So interface gigabit 00, no IP access group to in, and then IP access group 102 in. So note down this command for extended SEO. Same thing. First command is what? To apply the rules. To create the rule, sorry. Note down this. Again, remember, okay, it's not a one rules. We require multiple, we can type, but sequence remember, and at the last permit. And that last permit also depend on your choice. Let's say you want to permit only few things, then type only permit command, rest of thing automatically deny. You're using that only, one permit, one deny, that is okay. How? That for that we have different rules. Na? You want to type in one command, but we can type in different command. That is the change. It's not like programming if else condition. That is if else only background. If first rule matching, else second rules, else third rules. But it is not a programming. In background if else only. But one separate command. Done everyone? Any question, confusion, doubt? Online people? Vibhasri, Yusuf, Sriram.
Yep, it's clear for me. If I have any questions, I'll check and let you know, sir. Thank you.
No. Everyone? Good to go? Let me show you. So now already we apply the SCL. Again, go to the PC number 2. Previously, ping also not working. You can see. And telnet also not working. But now, ping working. But if I try to take telnet, I can't. Getting it? It's like what? You are reachable to internet, but you are not able to open all websites. That is internet having in the corporate environment. They have internet, but if they try to open Facebook, Instagram, any other website or social media or any restricted website, they can't. So this kind of extended ACL will be there. Getting it? Anyone, any other confusion? PC number 3, everything. PC number 3 can ping, and PC number 3 can take a telnet also. Because right now, we only created rules for PC number 2. Same way, you can create rules for entire network, different IP, everything. Okay, so common problem solution we have, that now we are able to take decision based on whole thing, source, destination, IP, protocol, port number, everything. But still one problem is what? If any mistake happen, all rules will be gone. So for that, we have new thing that is known as a named ACL. Till now using number like ACL number 2 or 102, 0 to 99 for standard, 100 to 199 extended. So now we have rules according name. Now if you give the name, then what? Again, as a real scenario, name not able to understand by IT device. They work on the binary or number. So here, if you give the name, then you need to specify that this name, you're creating the rules, it is standard or extended. In the number, we don't need to specify. We just give the number. According number, they will understand it is standard or extended. But if you give the name, you need to specify. Right now, also let me show you. In the router number 1, if I show you the rules, right now which access is login, you can see 2 rules. Okay, and if I want to remove no access dash list 102, then you can see I don't have option to specify the rules. It will remove entire ACL group. Getting it? So now we are using the command with access date list. Instead of that, we have small changes, IP access date list. This command allows us to specify category and then name. That I want to get again standard, no meaning to show you. Directly let me show you extended. And then you can say, now again number is there. People using number, but I will not suggest. In background, this number count as a name only. Like we have roll number. Is the school. So that roll number is what? Just for the sequence. In background, that roll number attached with some name. Same thing here. So no need to use number. I will suggest use the name only. So here, let's say I'm using name like what? PC2. Or you can say this way. ACL for PC2. Then you are enter. Okay. You want to type long command previously? Before that, what? Access date list and number. Now same thing. Copy and paste. Same command. But here we have benefit that every time no need to type access list and number because you are already in the access list. It's like what in background access list 102 and that 102 automatically count extended. So you specify your ACL category and then you directly typing rules. So this you talking like that way. Permit and deny together here only continue. Rest of thing what? Permit any sorry. Permit IP. Same command. Enter and exit. So again, I just create the rules, I not apply. So right now, if I show you, then PC2 can take a telnet. Okay, PC2, you can see. Okay, and now what? This name I need to apply. on the interface, same. This will be no. Remove old and apply new. Instead of this, let's say ACL for PC2. Remember, all command is not case sensitive in the router, but what name you specify, that is case sensitive. So whatever capital small you type, that you need to remember. Otherwise, you can use copy paste. And because of this, now again try to check PC2. What? Which number? Number, instead of that number, we have name. Let me try again. It's coming. Just a second. Deny TCP host from this to this and in. Range. Now what? Thing is going, taking some time. No. It's working. Completely true. Why?
Hello, sir. There's a spelling mistake, sir.
Where?
While giving IP access group,
ALC.
I have given ALC. Yeah.
ALC, ACL. That's same I told you. Otherwise, copy paste. Okay, same thing here. Yeah, thanks. So go to the interface. And first of all, this same thing, what we apply, that no. And then ACL. That is the rules, ACL, ACL, yeah. That's what I'm thinking. Go to the PC2. No, not all. So what is the benefit here? That sequence number. Which sequence number? Not the 1 to 99 I'm talking. I'm talking about rule sequence. What is that? See here. We have this option. Now we are not going to remove entire ACL because we can't. What is the command format? First create the rules. Sorry, first create the ACL rules inside that. The entire format is different. As a command, there is no different. Command is what just break in the two part. But format different. So here what? If you want to remove any rules, first you need to go to inside the ACL. And then you have option to remove one rules. That benefit we have in the name ACL. Getting it? Previously what? Directly all rules coming configure from the global mode. So they removing entire ACL. Now here, first ACL mode, inside that rules. So we have the option to remove one rules. This is your ACL. Anyone have question, confusion, doubt? You can ask me. This is very important topic. Remember, guys, when it comes to the network management, again, routing is also maybe optional. No doubt it is important, but as a work I'm talking. As a work, what already network running and you need to manage. So first thing is what? All communication is there. You need to decide your policy. Who can communicate with whom? For what? Getting it? If there are some problem, that cable loose, internet not accessible, or some department not able to ping some other department, then only routing issue there. Otherwise, most of the tasks related to ACL. So this topic is very important. So total we have now 4 kind of ACL. Standard with number and name, extended with number and name. Nowadays, I will suggest mostly use named ACL because we have option to modify. Standard ACL, suppose we have 100 rules. Think as ISP. They have lots of different clients. So for that 100 rules also not enough. And if there are some changes, one command remove all 100 rules. So named ACL and mostly extended, in some case standard. Okay. Any confusion, then ask me right now. Otherwise, we'll end here and new topic we'll discuss tomorrow.
Nikunj, I had a question.
Tell me.
I was trying to check. So is there any way we can know which access list has been applied to which particular interface? I mean the hits are shown, but can we know, is there any command to know which
Yes, you
access
can
list?
check the interface. Na? Let's say do directly. So interface gigabit 0/0. But in this we have lots of things. We have one more for filtration. Is another thing, but filter it will work here, then okay. No, this will not working here. Then let's say this should. We have this term command. I can show you. Software is not. Some advanced command not working in packet tracer. Otherwise, the command is same. This is what all running config. But inside that, let's say I only want to show for this interface. Then what you will get idea that here ACL apply or not. Only configuration you will see, not full detail, not this way. Okay.
Okay. Yep. Okay. Yeah.
Same command you can note down. It is the right command, but it's not supporting here.
Okay. Yep. Thank you.
Okay. Otherwise, second thing is what that also not working here. That you want to do so running and then include access. It's not like just access list rules. Wherever that access group command, that also visible. So see, access list and access group, but still interface is missing. So this is better. Any other things? Classroom people? No. Okay, then we'll meet tomorrow. Bye-bye.